morning, good morning, good morning. It is me, the Alpha Empath, and I am here to expand your consciousness this morning. So this morning I decided to do something a little bit different. Look, y'all been hollering about Tiffany. Why aren't you on Instagram? We're not really on Facebook. Facebook is for old people, yada yada. So I decided to try to go Instagram live today. So let me go ahead and set that up. Let me set that up. Let me see how. Now what button I push? Yeah, I think I pushed that one. Well, that ain't really working. Yeah. And what am I supposed to do? Yeah. Fuck that. I don't understand that. So Instagram, I'm sorry. We I don't know how to do that just yet. Okay. So listen, I have something I wanted to share with you guys. I was thinking yesterday, I want to tell you guys something that my guru, he gave me a book years ago. Now, don't be mad at me, guru, but I just opened up that goddamn book probably 1 month ago, y'all. He gave me all these damn books. I ain't read none of that shit because I'm like, I don't feel like I really got to read all that shit, but you really should listen to your coaches. You really should, because there was a story within this book that really helped me to understand my holy trinity. And I'm going to help you guys to understand your holy trinity today as well. So here it is. Okay. So if you've been following me, you know that I've already told you that your sun sign, see, my sun sign is a Cancer. I'm a Cancer as far as my astrological sun sign. Okay. And the sun sign represents your masculine energy. It also represents the mass that is shaped by society, that is shaped by your environment, that is shaped by cultural conditioning, okay? It is the thing that protects the spirit, okay? Does that make sense? Are you driving with me when I'm talking about that your sun sign is your masculine sign? It protects your spirit, okay? So now let's get into, and it also represents the father sign. It represents the father sign, okay? But now let's get into your moon sign. My moon sign is a Libra, okay? I am like the air. I'm flirty. I'm diplomatic. I can sometimes be a people pleaser. I'm fucking sexual and sensual as all get out. Now, the moon sign represents who you were in a past life, and it represents who you intrinsically are on the inside. It represents your wisdom. It is the sign that you feel about on the inside. It's not the mask on the outside. It's how you feel about yourself on the inside. It is your wisdom. You need to connect more with your moon sign. And if you guys do not know your moon sign, I advise you to look that shit up. You really need to look that shit up, okay? Now, let's talk about the ascending. Let's talk about the ascending sign. My ascending sign is a Sagittarius. It is a fire sign. Now, the ascending sign represents neutrality. It represents the child. We're talking about the holy trinity of the masculine, the feminine, and the child, okay? Like, You get what I'm saying? Okay? So when these two become one, you get neutrality, okay? So as an empath, one of the things that I struggle with all of my life, and if that made sense to you, who's a Libra? Who is a Libra? Who's a Libra? I am a moon Libra. Yes, I am. A Sagittarius rising. So I know in my next lifetime, I'm going to come in as a fire sign. I already know that. So I'm preparing in this lifetime. Y'all see all this fire? It's because I am preparing the steps for my next reincarnation. Does that make sense? Okay. So let me get back to what it was I was saying. Listen, you guys. For years as an empath, because I gave that masculine energy of giving, protecting, providing. That's kind of what empaths do, whether it's emotional support, whether it's intellectual support, whether it's spiritual support. Empaths give, they do, and then they feel. So they really have their empathy is really a balance of the masculine and the feminine. But when it came to my personal relationships, I would just show them my sun. I would show them my social conditioning, and it would be hard for me to show them the inside, show them my darkness. Very hard. And I was wondering, I was like, why don't I feel close to people? Why do people feel like they know me? It was because they knew my sun. They knew the conditioning that my environment had cultivated, but they didn't know my inside. They did not understand my moon. And I said, okay, let me expose them to my moon. And as I said, as a Libra, I'm kind of flirty as fuck. And I can also there's a dark side to me. And in order to feel safe within a relationship, a person has to be able to know and understand your dark side and not run from it if they want to be able to partake in your light. See, people were so comfortable with me giving. But then when I showed them that real me, like, hey, there's some goddamn boundaries here. You're going to have to treat me right. When I showed them that side, and then when I would let them know I will cut a motherfucker, when I let them know that side, then all of a sudden they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Dude, if you are not ready to cultivate the root, you cannot partake of the fruit. You're just not going to be able to do that. And I don't give a fuck who you are. That goes for children too. That goes for children too. Mama, daddy, sister, cousin, mother, all of them. You have to understand that this light, this fruit that you want to partake of so badly, it comes from the root. And when you love me, you can't just eat the fruit. A lot of people are here just to grab your fucking fruit. All that fruit that you have spent lifetimes cultivating. All the fruit that your trauma, even though you overcame your trauma, it caused your fruit to taste sweet. They want to come and they want to pick your fruit. But then when you want to help them to see your root, they don't want to have shit to do with that. I am telling you, if they're coming to do that, make them motherfuckers pay. Make them pay. You don't eat from my tree for free. You just don't. I'm an empath. I'm naturally going to be a giver. But I had to set limitations on myself about how much am I going to give. I had to say limitations on that shit. Listen, you guys, empathy without boundaries is complete destruction of self. It's complete destruction of self. So when I begin to embrace my own darkness and stop hiding it, you ever been in a relationship as a woman and a man hid you? You ever been in that kind of relationship? He hid you, and then on Valentine's Day, you showed up at his wife's door with the flowers he had brought you. And you showed her the card that he had written how much he had loved you because you don't want to be hidden. Well, this is how your feminine energy feels. You have to display your feminine energy. That moon sign, you have to display it proudly. You have to do that. And your masculine energy is going to protect your feminine energy. But right now, how this world is cultivated, especially in American society, we are taught that the masculine energy is all that exists, and it is not true. Stop walking around in these fucking masks, because if you only have the masculine energy and you are not accepting of your feminine energy, you cannot have that God energy, that divine energy. Like a child has both the father and the mother, well, you have the same too. You need the energy from the root and you need them both. You need them both. You need the trunk and you need the fucking root in order to create that spirit. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, I didn't say good morning. Y'all, I'm sorry. Good morning, you guys. Let me say good morning to these people over here. Who we got over here? So we got Jen. Good morning, Jen. How are you, honey? Good morning, Jayhawk. Good morning. Somebody's a Libra. I don't know who that is. Dark side. Yes, I got a dark side. And when I say dark side, I need you guys to not be afraid of that word. Listen, there has been some type of program, some type of propaganda, some type of dogma where this world has polarized into two sides. This is not godlike. This is not divine. Listen, source, God, whatever you want to call it, is a spiritual intelligence that has both darkness and light. And source understands in order to create, you have to have the pattern of darkness in you as well as the pattern of light in you. You need both of those patterns, both of those energies to create beauty. You need them. So when I say dark, a lot of people are like, oh my God, no, let's not talk about dark. Get out of that. Get that programming out of your head, because I am telling you, that shit came from oppressors. It really, really did. Get it out. I embrace my darkness. I embrace it because I understand that without my darkness, there could be no motherfucking light. The dark principle always comes first. Honor your mother. She is the dark principle, not as in bad, but as in creative, as in unlimited possibilities. And then your light honors that. It honors that, okay? Every embryo that is conceived is a girl first. That is the default positioning. It is the default position. Honor your mother and your father so that your days may be long here. You got to do that. I honor my darkness. And now I share my darkness with those that are close to me. I do that. I share. See, in my personal life, now I ain't gonna tell y'all because y'all might try to use that shit against me. I ain't gonna tell y'all. But in my personal life, I can be sweet sometimes, and it don't even matter. I am what I am, okay? And if you know me in my personal life, you already know how the fuck I am, okay? But I need you to allow other people to see your darkness, see your roots, see where you came from, experience or express your traumas to them so that they can understand you. And here's another thing. Unless you are loved for your darkness, you're never going to feel fully loved. You're never going to do that. You're just not. If you are constantly giving, and nobody really understands your own darkness, how you think about yourself on the inside, you are not going to be able to feel loved. I don't give a fuck how much you give. I just don't care. I don't care. So expose yourself. Expose all of you. Every part of you is beautiful. So what I do is my mother energy, my dark energy, my Libra moon energy, my sun energy, which is my masculine energy, my giving energy. I use both of them to create my light. I use both of them to create my earth. I use both of them to create my heaven. I use both of them to create my destiny. If you don't have darkness, you are not going to understand what you should be creating. And you're going to be spending all of your energy creating some shit that somebody else is supposed to be creating. Understanding your darkness means knowing who you are at a deep level. The darkness represents your subconscious. It really does. And it has much, much more wisdom than your conscious mind. You better get in tune with your feminine energy. Now is the time for you to do so. The divine feminine rising it's here now. It's here now. So tune into these new frequencies so you can become the highest version of you. I love you guys. We're going to try this shit again tomorrow, how to do Instagram. I don't even understand why. I don't know why I don't know how to do shit. Good morning, Ronnie. Good morning, honey. I absolutely love you. Absolutely love you. I have a question here. This is good. We all have duality. We wear the mask. Yes, Jonathan, you are absolutely correct. We all have duality, but for some reason, we think that the light side of our duality is the good side and the dark side of our duality is the bad side. And that's bullshit. It's religious bullshit. If you understand source is both dark and light. Both dark and light. Get out of this. I am telling you that the masculine side, and I hope you don't get offended by this, but the masculine side is only more powerful in the physical. But there are several other realms that you are going to need your feminine energy. You got to stop oppressing it. You got to stop oppressing it. And you are not going to know who you truly are, unless you embrace your darkness. I embrace all of it. All of it. All of it. And I want you to do the same. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.